Hey everyone, welcome back to GM Details. Now we all spend an extraordinary amount of time cleaning, polishing and waxing our pride and joy, but are we missing a vital part? The bits we just don't see, are they important? Do they deserve attention if they're unseen? Nobody will notice if I don't clean underneath, but is there a benefit? That's what we'll explore in this video. Let's get into it. A few years ago, Karcher actually had an under chassis cleaner and it was absolutely brilliant. It could adjust to multiple heights, could easily slide from one side of the car to another. It could apply detergents, underbody sealants, waxes even. So why did they discontinue it? Who knows what goes through the minds of the marketing departments, but this was the replacement for it. And would anybody care to guess what the price of this highly engineered tool would be? Okay, this isn't for domestic machines, this is for the professional range, but still, it's well past April. But this is what I want to show you today, the SGCB Undercarriage cleaner or chassis cleaner or chassis cleaner depending on where you are in the world. And here it is in person. Now you may have already seen this in action on the Dave Does Detailing channel. Caden from SGCB sent it up to Dave for him to use first, pass it over to me, as really this is the demo unit. Now that might mean that if you order one then slight colour differences or size of wheels or something like that may be different. Just something to make you aware of. Something else to be wary of is to make sure that those nozzles don't face towards yourself, because all that will happen is you'll get soaked. Try again, Graham. Take two. So rather than just using the water pressure itself to try and clean, we're going to use some detergents. I'm using some all-purpose cleaner, diluted at 10 to 1 in a 5 litre pump sprayer, and just using the wand to apply the APC to the underbody. Again, very important when you're using chemicals like these, always make sure to wear appropriate PPE. So I'm wearing some nitrile gloves here. You'll notice straight away here that the nozzles are pointing vertically up, slightly tilted forward even. Now that's because this little coupling on the bar of where the nozzles are there, you can push a button on that, you can actually adjust the extension bars and tilt it slightly forward or whichever angle that you need. And if I find that if you have the nozzles pointing slightly forward, you don't get all that back spray coming back on you, which is obviously a massive bonus that you don't need to go out looking like a John West fisherman. A little bit of technical information from the website. These wheels here currently are 12.5 centimetres, so just very carefully check that they go under your side cells. If not, don't worry, you can either jack up one side to be able to get into it, or you can raise it up on a curb, or I'm told that you can also order smaller wheels for it if your car is lower. So why would you need to clean the underneath of your car? Well, for most people it's just that thing about car cleaning, they want everything to be clean. Other than that, you may have run over some unfortunate roadkill, and if you've got any blood splatter, any guts, I know it's horrible to think about, but those things might start to smell and the smells start to creep into the cabin. You want rid of them. In the winter time, salts and debris on the road, you want to get rid of that because obviously salts start to promote premature rusting. You may have had a coolant leak or an oil leak or some kind of fluids leaking from your car, and the underneath is completely coated, so you maybe want to use a degreaser to remove some of that and then flush it away with the water. There's many reasons why you'd want to try an under chassis cleaner. But aside from dedicated jobs for the product, which will obviously be quite useful for that, maintenance cleans is really where this is going to excel. If you have a pressure washer which allows you to dispense chemicals through the trigger by means of either a pickup tube, or Karcher actually have these inlets that you can buy a specialist bottle and you can plug it into the machine and that will distribute the chemical, and they're reusable as well. You can put your own chemical in it. And speaking of chemicals, what would be recommended? Well, something which wouldn't promote rust would be a great start, wouldn't it? So something like Bilt Hamber Auto Foam, or maybe Touch Less, both used as a liquid, or even Garage Therapy's new Snow Foam when it comes out. So those are 3 good chemical recommendations which don't promote any rusting to any exposed metal components under your car. The KDN detailing chassis cleaner does come with a 12-month warranty, and maybe that's a good thing, because on this particular occasion, on this particular model, this is the gadget that I told you about earlier about being able to change the angle, and I just couldn't get it to lock into its position. So that really, is it a weak point? I don't know. It happened with this one, and after speaking with Keaton from SGCB, he assured me that nobody else had this problem. So it may well just have been the fact that this was the demo unit, one of the older units, and the newer stock that Keaton said was certainly a little bit better quality. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. It comes with that 12-month warranty, just to give you that peace of mind. So, is there an alternative? Well, of course there's always an alternative. What I've got here is the stainless steel angled wand which is attached to my stubby gun. Drag it along the ground and you've only got one 15-degree nozzle attacking the dirt and grime on the underneath of your car. What you do get though is a scratched up angled stainless steel wand. You can decide which is going to be better. Now, changing the wheels for smaller ones couldn't be easier. I can't remember the size of the nut that holds them on, but you know, a shifting spanner, if you have one, will take them off. Loosen the locking nut and the wheel just comes straight off in one piece. Obviously do either side. Remove the nut and the wheel just comes off. So all you have to do then is reattach these new wheels. The bearings are already inside them. Just slide that on. Should slide on. And this is where the troubles with this began. I couldn't get those little wheels to fit on it. Very frustrating. But again, this is the demo unit and these smaller wheels have really been designed for the newer stock. So if you do get one and you need the smaller wheels, you're not going to have these issues with the newer models. So we're back with the 12.5cm wheels, and access from the rear of the car certainly is probably the easiest way to do it, and I really do enjoy using it. It's certainly very easy to put together, very easy to attach to the quick connect system for any power washer. So I'll just end with summarising some of the benefits for you. So the KDN detailing chassis cleaner, it's very easy to use as you've seen in the video. If your pressure washer allows it, certainly you can add chemicals as you go through the wash. Not only chemicals for cleaning, but of course Bilt Hamber Atom Mac, which is a migratory and contact corrosion inhibitor. So you dilute it down, spray it on with that, and any exposed metal component parts will certainly help to fend off any rust. Of course, 4 spray nozzles, so you get a wider coverage. Undercarriage maintenance, cleaning away any salt, any dirt, debris, any roadkill, anything like that from underneath, and of course, as we just said earlier, applying some Bilthamber Atom Mac to help preserve. That all important 12-month warranty. And of course you can change the wheels for anyone that has a slightly lower profile car. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope it's been of some help to some of you, and if you're thinking about purchasing one of these, I'll certainly put links in the description for the website for SGCB so you can take a look at that. Don't worry if you see it and it looks as though it's out of stock. They come and go quite rapidly. It really depends on how many can be shipped in at once, but they're not out of stock for long, and I believe right now there's a shipment due any week now, stuck in a container coming from China. If you made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Till then, cheery bye now.